Guys, welcome to today's vlog. Thank you very much for tuning in. Another day in Nigeria, another vlog to share with you today. First of all, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure that you hit on the subscribe button. It's just the red button down there. If you click on the bell sign, it tells you whenever I post my vlogs or my blogs. I'm vlogging a lot in Nigeria because I realize that a lot of you want to see Nigeria live, so I'm trying to vlog while I walk on the streets or wherever I'm going to. I take the camera with me and try to record as much as possible so you can see, but it's not always easy, as you know, because of so many reasons. I don't have a camera person that's holding the camera for me, so I'm having to do it, and you know you can't be too careful in Nigeria. If you hold cameras or things like that in some certain areas, I've been told that somebody can just come from nowhere and ask you to surrender it to them, and if you don't, then you're likely to get in trouble. I don't want wahala. I want to return in one piece that I came to Nigeria, so I'm being very careful about areas I feel is safe for me to vlog. So today I wanted to share with you guys my experience about the Nigerian customs while I was coming to Nigeria. Now, for all of you who live abroad, most people would have experienced one very unpleasant experience with Nigerian customs and immigration service or the other. Now, I usually come to Nigeria via Abuja. I think since I've been abroad, I've only come to Nigeria via Lagos airport only once. And that was the last time I was in Nigeria in 2016. And then that was my first experience. I do hear that the experiences of people who use Lagos, Murtala Mohammed International Airport and the Azikiwe Airport is similar. So when I came to Nigeria in 2016, what discouraged me about using Lagos Airport, the belt where they put the boxes for it to come out, was not working the day that I arrived. I don't know what happened. First of all, they kept us on the queue for so long. It was a night flight. It was really, really long. It was very frustrating for me. And I realized that they had two queues, one which is normal if you're a frequent traveler like me. The queue for the residents of the country and the queue for non-residents. And what I've observed anywhere I've been to, is that both in Europe, in America, or, other countries, you realize that the queue for the indigenes or the citizen is always shorter. And the reason why it is shorter is because they process them very fast. Obviously, because they are coming home to their country. So they've got their passports. For instance, in the UK, if you have the British passport or you have EU passports, either you go through, if it's the biometric passport, you can go through this self checkout, whereby you just scan yourself and you go out, or you go through the customs. If you go through the customs, they don't ask you, especially if you are coming back, even when you are going, they don't ask you unreasonable questions like, where are you going to, how long are you staying, or where are you coming from, what did you bring, what is in your bag, all those kind of ridiculous questions. Highest, even before they start using the self checkout lines, the highest question they've ever asked me in the UK when I'm coming from Nigeria with my British passport would be like, oh, hi, welcome back, where were you, where did you travel to? I'll just tell them, and then they just look at my passport, look at my face, it matches, that's it. They give me my passport and I go through. But our dear Nigeria, the case is different. So in 2016, like I was saying, the queue for the foreigners who had all kinds of foreign passports was very short because they were processing them faster than those of us who had Nigerian passports. So the queue for the Nigerian passport was so long. And I'm talking about a plane that landed around 6 a.m. You should see the queue. People were tired. They will check your passport. That's Nigerian passport. Oh. They will check it. They will ask you ridiculous and silly questions that has no bearing to, anything. So, we got talking on the queue, and I could see that a lot of people were so disgruntled. They were so unhappy with the way Nigerian Custom and Immigration Service treats their own resident, their own citizen. It is only in Nigeria that you come through. You will come to as a Nigerian that they don't treat you with respect. You would think that because we are fellow Nigerians, you have the green passport, they have the green uniform, that they will just allow you in easily with the minimal force. They will just look at your passport to ensure that it is your passport and it's your image, and they will let you through. But Nigeria, well, no way. They will start asking you questions. Where are you coming from? What is in your bag? What did you buy? Do you carry this? Then eventually they will ask you, all this question is leading to somewhere. what do you bring for us? Which literally means, what did you buy for us? Or bribe. Let me put it for those of you who don't understand Nigerian pidgin English. It literally means, have you got something for us? Or give me something. So because of that, they will line people up and frustrate their life. So because of that experience in Lagos, when I came in 2016, I said, okay, it seems like Abuja is a bit better. Let me go through Abuja. Let me tell you guys, Abuja is better in a way that there's less crowd in Abuja because the airport is smaller, and obviously the number of planes that arrive there are less than what you have in Lagos. Now, I came through Abuja on my arrival this time around. When I came through Abuja, and it was a night flight again. And then we started again. This time around, I kuku don't have passport. I have ETC. So they told me I can't stay on the Nigerian queue, and the queue for the people with Nigerian passport. I shouldn't stay on it. I should go and stay on other passports. So I went and stayed. So again, the queue for other passport was shorter because they were processing them faster. And you know, in Abuja, obviously, because the people that had other passport were fewer. So it got to my turn, and I gave them my paper, and then they said, what were they asking for? They were asking for my passport, my expired passport. They said, do you have a Nigerian passport? I said, yes. I'm in Nigeria. You can see from the paper that it says that I'm in Nigeria. It was signed and sealed by your office in London. Why are you asking me again if I'm in Nigeria? But I kept my cool. I didn't say anything, because the thing about coming home is that you always have to program yourself psychologically in a way that you adapt to the environment. You know you are going to meet with a lot of bullshit. So you prepare yourself as you are coming on the plane. You start to psych yourself to say, okay, let me calm down. Let me try to, adapt to the environment, their thinking, their way of life, and their madness. Let me just try to after I'm only here for a week or two and I'm gone. So let me adjust myself. So I said to the woman, she said, madam, do you have a Nigerian passport? I said, yes. I mean, okay. Where is your Nigerian passport? I said, my Nigerian passport is expired. That's why I didn't even come with my Nigerian passport in the first place. If it was in date, then I won't need to have ETC. Then, she was stand looking for one oga to ask one question or the other. I think she saw the look on my face that I was not impressed. She now said, okay, you can go. So I left. And then I started waiting for my baggage. We waited for a very long time. Unfortunately, I was like one of the last person to get her suitcase. So I got talking with a few gentlemen who were standing there, because I didn't have a phone to call my driver that was coming to pick me up. So I was asking them if they have a Nigerian SIM so I can call. So they now said, they don't have one. So, they were helping me to find someone with phone so we can call. So that's why we got talking. And the man now said that they are diplomats coming from the UK embassy. And you know the thing about Nigeria? There's a lot of diplomats, and there are a lot of people have protocols. Let me put it like this: protocol officers. Anybody have protocol officer? I went to pick my luggage, and I got talking to this gentleman, and I found out they've got protocol. So as I was coming out, I observed that, oh my God, do you know, in any airport you get to in the world, they will write something to declare, nothing to declare. But in Abuja airport, this is Nnamdi Azikiwe airport, they write it in very tiny print that you can hardly see it. I've fallen into that trap many times because I couldn't read it. I didn't see it. So I'll just go through something to declare, even though I have nothing to declare. And then they will say, I went through something to declare. I didn't see it. You are meant to write it boldly for people to see. Anyway, do you know what they did on this occasion? They blocked the entrance where it says nothing to declare. So everyone is forced to go through something to declare. And then you have all the custom people standing there. They were standing there. So the man was like, after we got our luggage, so that man was like, they've got protocol. I can go with them. That's the only way I can go through. That otherwise they are going to search my bag. I said, yeah. Because somebody had already told me in London, my friend of mine who came to Lagos this year told me that they don't search anymore. I was so relieved when she told me that they don't search bags anymore. I think it was the vice president, when he was acting as the president, told them that they must stop searching people's bags. That is embarrassing. That if they don't have any cause to believe that somebody is carrying something that is illegal or a contraband goods, they have no reason to be searching people's bag, which is what they do all over the world. And I was so relieved. I was like, oh my God, at last. Because what they usually do is so embarrassing. In Abuja, it's not applicable. So I saw them as I was coming. I saw the woman. She was standing there, gidigba, like Iroko 3. And she was saying, So obviously the protocol officer is in front, followed by this gentleman that I'm following behind. And then he said to the man, "Is she with you?" The man I said yes. Then they let me through to follow them. The minute I passed, the woman that was behind me, they just marched her to the room. They have a small room by the side there to go and search her bags. You should see the amount of people that they are searching. I stood a minute to look after I passed. I wanted to see why they keep searching people. Because in my mind, I don't see any reason why you should be coming back to your home country and they will start harassing you. And they start searching your bags and treating you like a common criminal or a common crook. It's so embarrassing. Let me tell you guys, the stories that we've heard about what Nigerian Custom and Immigration Service does to people who are either coming to Nigeria or leaving Nigeria. I don't even know how to explain it. My uncle told me in Abuja that somebody came to Nigeria and was going back abroad, and because they were searching her for so long and she refused to bribe them, she missed her flight. She missed her flight because she refused to bribe them, and they were searching and searching. That's what they do. When you get there, they will say, "Open your box." Then they will begin to put their dirty fingers into your box and be checking. One lady told me that one time she put her underwear, dirty one, in desperation because she's so sick and tired of them checking her bag. She put it on top of her suitcase. And then when the custom officer opened the bag, he was like, "Madam, what is this?" He said, "What is this? What does it look like? Is it not you that want to check? Check now. This is my suitcase. You said I should open it. Okay, check." He said, "No, I can't put my..." He said, "Put your hand. You want to check? This is my underwear. And let me tell you something. I've worn it. It's used. It's used or that. It's dirty butter. So put your hand." Shebi, it's you that want to check. Check. Go ahead and check. So this is what they make people go through. So on this occasion, as I was coming, when I stopped to poke nose, because you know I poke nose a lot. I am a blogger, so I have to poke nose to see what's happening, because I am so sick and tired of all these things that they do in Nigeria. They give Nigerians a very bad image. I mean, this is the first, for those of us who are Nigerians will understand. We can live with it. We can bear with it, even though it's not acceptable. Because there's nowhere in the world that you will go to, they will treat you the way that Nigerian Custom and Immigration treats people. So I wanted to see what is going on. They told the woman, even though they forced her to enter something to declare, because they've closed the entrance to nothing to declare. Then they were told her, "Open this one, open this one." Then they are searching, checking what is in it. Obviously, it's personal belongings. How can you be coming to Nigeria? Maybe you've not been for a few years. You will come with a hand luggage. You will not bring even your own personal items alone. Would you not bring things that you're going to use in Africa or in Nigeria? Why do you have to come home with a suitcase? Because you're afraid of some bloody custom officer who are paid. And you know what I find is that out of all the all these uniform settings in Nigeria, apart from the army, I think it is the customs and immigration service that pays more than even police. It's the people that suffer in Nigeria are the policemen that barely have money to eat. But custom, they pay them well. But still, those guys are so freaking greedy that they want they want to harass people and frustrate people, and they want to obtain money from you by all means. Come and see the airport, the roads, corruption. If you see it, report it. Say no to corruption. They put number there. It's Buhari that is fighting corruption. When I saw it, I just laughed. I said, this one, what do they think they are doing? Corruption. When it's happening right there, under the signboard, there's somebody there trying to collect something from somebody. It's the same thing when you are going. They want to see, what are you carrying when you're coming from Nigeria? Ogbono, goosey, maybe fish, dry fish, or whatever that you need, that you feel like, okay, this is African food. Even though you get it, we are lucky in the UK, we'll get everything, but sometimes it might not be as fresh as what you have in Nigeria. So you want to take a bit of that to go for where they will ask you to open it, they will unwrap it, they will ransack your bags. Then at the end of the day, they will ask you to give them money. Me, I don't give. They say I know too much. I prove, madam, all these Igbo people, you people, you always prove. I say, I don't need to prove anything. I know my rights. I come from a society that is organized, where things work. They've never asked me for bribe, or they've never searched my things anywhere in the world before. Only in my own country would they come and be searching my bags. Why do you want to search my bag? This is our work. Don't teach us our work. We know our work. We have to check. I say, okay, check. I open my suitcase. Let them check. They finish checking. They see bag. Are you selling? Selling what? What am I selling? Because I have shoes, I have bags, I have clothes. What else do they pack in suitcase that I'm selling? What am I selling? Hey, that's okay, find out something. I say, me. I say, you know they collect salary. Don't they pay you? You know get salary. I mean, they tell you say as they come from Obodo, if I pack money full my pocket. You know whether na £5 follow me for pocket reach this place. I mean, you think say we they collect bribe for Obodo Ibo? You think say we they work or we they work we go get contract or we go collect more than the hours? Now per hour they go pay you. They will pay you for only the work you do. The work you don't do, they will not pay you. So what are you talking about? I say I beg go. I no carry money. I no be yahoo. I no go Obodo Ibo go steal. I go there to work for my money. So that's why you people say that we are stingy. It's okay. Me, I don't even mind. Call me stingy if you like. We work hard for our money and we will choose to budget our money for whatever we think is important to us. You cannot collect it under duress. You cannot force me to bribe you. I will not. So if you like, delay me. If you finish, as long as I don't make my flight, fine. If I'm even coming home, it's easier. When you finish searching, I will carry my suitcase. I will go home, jeje. I will know that at least I'm not going to endure this again in another 1 or 2 years. So I will just endure whatever you want to put me through. So that's how they said this woman. I don't know how long they kept her there, and it's not the woman alone. There are plenty of them that they stopped because they forced them to enter the something to declare side of the entrance and into the room, and they start searching them. After a while, I had to leave because my driver was there. I needed to go home. I was tired. It was a night flight. So that's Nigeria. I hear it's different in Lagos now. Somebody told me it's different, that they have scanners now. I don't know. I'm living through Lagos, which is the good thing. I'm living through Lagos. I came to Abuja. I'm living through Lagos. So I will share with you my experience. But this is Abuja for you. This is what I went through when I came through Abuja. Nigerian Custom and Immigration Service, they have not changed. They are still searching people's bag. They are forcing people to go through something to declare and generally embarrassing the country. This is the first point of contact for foreigners who are coming, or people who even have good intentions of coming to Nigeria to invest or to start a business or whatever they want to do. And already you frustrate them in the airport. You tell them to bribe you, and you disgrace the country. So that is the image they will have coming into this country. Then you can imagine if they go and they don't come back. So it's really, really sad. I'm not happy with all these people. I just wanted to talk about my experience with Nigerian Custom when I was coming to Nigeria on this occasion. I'm just going to leave it here. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you very much for all the conversations since I've been here in Nigeria. There's more to come, so be sure to subscribe and leave me a comment, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Thanks for watching. Ciao.
We believe in God the Father. We believe in Jesus Christ. We believe in the Holy Spirit.